New at 4, we missed out on the worst of this week's winter storm, but parts of Nebraska just got hammered. Some places picking up nearly 2 feet of snow, and the cleanup continues.
Yeah, today the Nebraska State Patrol says state troopers responded to more than 400 weather-related incidents over the last 2 days. There were more than 40 crashes and 385 motorist assist calls. And the patrol says the number of incidents actually increased after the snow stopped falling.
The patrol reminds all of us, of course, to have a winter emergency kit in our vehicles, and some items to include are warm clothes, blankets, a cell phone charger, water and snacks, a first aid kit, and jumper cables.